Hey, welcome to Broken World Entertainment, and this whole Stellar Blade scenario has gotten ridiculously out of hand with what has just occurred and what we're finding out now about the absolute lunatics that are on Twitter that are attacking gamers. Now, as you may or may not know, Stellar Blade was meant to be released on Friday past, and of course it did, but it turns out they did something that they promised they wouldn't do. They censored the game. Now, in what way did they censor it? Well, they made alterations to Eve's costumes. They covered it up a bit. They removed a lot of the gore from it. They toned that down. And they even removed and changed graffiti because they had the word hard graffitied on a wall next to a sign that said our store. And of course, you can't have the hard R. But the developers promised that the game would not be altered. And however, Sony went in and changed it. Now, from what I understand, if you buy the hard copy of the game, it's uncensored, providing you do not update the game. Yeah, that's a bit weird, but if you, and which means, by the way, you have to turn off automatic updates. So as long as you do not do the patch updates and stuff, the game remains unaltered. All the digital versions, I do believe, are censored. I'm not sure if you buy it or when you bought it or pre-ordered it, whether you received the uncensored version, but then it immediately updated and changed it. I'm not sure if that happened, but the digital versions are altered. The hard copy, providing you do not update it, remains unaltered. But one person who has called this out and has started a petition to get the game back to what it originally was is none other than Grummz, aka Mark Kern, online. And he put out an 8-step plan to get the game uncensored. However, the absolute crazies that are online didn't appreciate this. So much so that, and this is not a joke, someone put a $20,000 bounty on Grummz. Yeah, this is true. This actually happened. This is how insane people are regarding games. This shows you how much these people hate gamers. But let's have a look at this. So there's a massive article over at that Park Place. We'll go over a bit of it, mainly what Grummz put out and what occurred. So Kern launched his campaign after the game's official account promised it would deliver the game uncensored. It wrote on X, this is the company now, they wrote, Stellar Blade offers the same uncensored version in all countries, including the Japanese version. A number of the game's outfits for the main protagonist Eve have been altered, leading up to the official release of the game. Kern pointed out, one writing, this is another confirmed outfit censored in Stellar Blade. And he talks about, shows you the images, one on the left, one on the right, how they changed it and whatnot. Not only were a number of Eve's outfits altered, but the game also reduced its gore content, as shown by ex-user Mega Lawyer. A pre-release version of the game shows Eve covered in blood splatter after she killed a demonic creature, while the post-release version shows the blood splattered significantly reduced. Following these changes, Kern, aka Grummz, launched an 8-step campaign to get the game restored to its original version. And then it gives you his whole 8-step plan there to get that done. In the wake of announcing his 8-step plan and launching the petition, by the way, the petition has over 30,000 signatures already. So it's pretty obvious people want it. Oh, and the other thing is people have started to actually cancel their Sony PlayStation Network subscriptions until the game gets restored to its original version. They haven't cancelled the game, You know, the game is doing great in terms of the buying numbers and stuff, but people have cancelled the network to really kind of say, screw you, Sony. But in the wake of announcing his 8-step plan and launching the petition, Kern has received a number of death threats. One individual who has since deleted his account appeared to put a bounty on Kern's head, writing $20,000 to anyone that makes this dipshit disappear. Kern reacted to the post, writing, "Now they want to hire hitmen to take me out. What did I tell everyone? They want you dead. Over game tweets. I've had 4 to 5 calls for violence today alone, because I am asking for Stellar Blade to be restored to what was advertised." Like, this is insane that this lunatic put a 20 grand hit on Grummz because he says, let's make the game what we were promised the game would be. So he also added, "This guy broke federal law and put a bounty on my head for tweeting about Stellar Blade. My take, those are rookie numbers. My fave anime character is far more impressive." It's like, this is just insane. It says this bounty is clearly evil and the individual doing it obviously has massive problems. Yeah, I would say so. To put a bounty out on someone because they want a game to be what was advertised, what was promised. That is insane. And I wouldn't be surprised if this lunatic who put this bounty out, I wouldn't be surprised or put it past them that they work for bloody Kotaku or something. You know what I mean? And we do have the screen grab of his original tweet, even though he's deleted his account. But how insane do you have to be to put a bounty out on someone? To even send someone death threats over a game? Like, that is insane. It's one thing to do shitholery in a lobby. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's like riling you up and stuff. But doing that in a lobby, which we know they're trying to censor as well, is one thing. You know, where they're like, oh, you can't tell someone like they suck and stuff like that. No, of course you can. Yeah, like, grow up. But to go out of your way to actually send death threats to someone because they went, hey, why did you change the game? Why did you alter it? And you're altering it because these lunatics on Twitter are the ones causing problems. These and games journalists. You're giving them what they want. Haha, they censored it on you. Haha, we win. Well, no, not really, because the gamers have the power. We're the ones who decide, alright, we just won't purchase the thing then. Or we'll cancel subscriptions to networks and whatnot. Then what do? The games journalists aren't affected. They don't even play these games. Let's be real here. Frost let that dog out of the bag, didn't she? When she did her whole sexist in gaming rant and let slip, you know, we have an entire team here who play the games for us. You know, it's like, oh, so you don't actually play the game, you get other people to do it, write you your review and you just read, oh, well done, games journalists. They're going out of their way now to attack you so far that they're putting out bounties on people's heads. Insane. And I hope this guy gets found and justice is served. Not in the way he wants it served. I'm talking the sparkly new bracelets that you get, you know, behind your back. So, with that, I shall leave this crazy story here, and I'll catch you in the next one.